Cody's the man now. We're talking about it. Cody's the face of the company. He's going to be
He
the. I
finished the
would think
story.
he's going to get along. Yeah, finish the story. He's going to build a new story now, new chapter, and everything like that. Where does WWE go with Cody next? Obviously, they clearly on Raw after WrestleMania they set up him and Rock. Him and Rock are going to clash at some point. I wouldn't be surprised if it's maybe much later in the year Survivor Series and then start leading to WrestleMania next year. But in the next few months, the next 6 months out, what would be what's your fantasy booking for Cody? What's the 3 opponents you'd really like to see Cody face in this build to building his legacy as a champion?
It's an interesting question because, honest to God, like it never dawned on me that now that he took the Universal title, he's a SmackDown guy, technically. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
it's true.
Damien.
Although I will say,
Hmm?
Triple H said I think a couple days ago that the draft is coming up soon.
Right,
They're
that's
going to do
good.
like the draft in a month, so that'll
Yeah.
change a lot of things.
Perfect opportunity to
So
shake things
pick
up.
whoever you want because they
Yeah.
might be together anyway.
Yeah, 100%. And it's going to be really important this first feud because this is a really good opportunity to elevate somebody that maybe is on the cusp. I'm always going to. This is not likely, but I'm always going to go to bat for Shinsuke. Shinsuke, I think, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but you can plug him into anything.
You can, but after he took that loss to Ilya, it's like, man, I feel like Shinsuke's on the way out or something.
That's a real good point. And let's be honest, it would just be another lost feud. There's no way he's taking the title off of Cody. So, all right, we can push Shinsuke to the side. But the draft presents some interesting opportunities, too. I'd like to see Mello. Mello might be a good splash to, come draft time. You know what I mean? Like, I think Mello kind of, was the guy in NXT for a while. Awesome match quality. And maybe putting him in a bad spot to kind of lose his first feud out of the box. But, with the attention that he would get kind of bringing it to Cody, I don't think that would be detrimental to him. If anything, it would put a big spotlight on his skills.
I remember a long time ago during Bret Hart's title reign when Razor Ramon was fairly new. That was one of his opponents. Doink I think was like a opponent when he was new too. So yeah, I mean it's not out of the realm of possibility, and it makes sense. It'd be fun.
Yeah, wouldn't mind seeing that. AJ lost to LA Knight. I wouldn't mind seeing either one of those two. You know what I mean? Like face versus face probably wouldn't work with LA Knight, but AJ being an opponent for Cody, maybe this time he does get the OC involved, something like that. Yeah. If nothing else, the matches would be absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like he's kind of a Raw guy, but I really, really, really like Bronson Reed for whatever reason. You know what I mean? I think he's not your typical superstar, you know what I mean, and not just the size wise, but he got a feel to him that I think has been missing for so long. Because I mean, under the previous regime, there was a certain body type, kind of a cookie cutter kind of thing where, with the exception of Kevin Owens, everybody just kind of had like similar builds or like similar kind of things. Bronson Reed is kind of an anomaly in that, and the dude can go. You know what I mean? Like, he's shown in the past that, different kind of matches, and this is a good year for him to kind of break out and show what he's got. So I wouldn't mind seeing a Bronson Reed plugged in there, at least for, kind of a preliminary feud to get Cody to like SummerSlam or like Money in the Bank or something like that.
I actually, of my 3, I have AJ Styles too, and I would definitely, I think they have to just put the Good Brothers with them. Turn him heel. They really need to turn Mia Yim heel. I mean, she's kind of just floundering at this point. They just need something to do with her, and that actually probably would really reinvigorate her career a lot. And it'd be like Bloodline away, but different. All those elements that made that fun. You can reach. Maybe you don't do it right away, but something within the next 6 months I'd like to see. Another one is, and I can see this totally happening. I mean, I definitely would have seen it in the Vince era, but even now I can see it, and it makes a splash. I thought they might do it yesterday, but they more set up Rock. But I feel like he's coming back soon. Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman versus Cody would be interesting, and boy, what a test. You're not facing a gang, you're facing pretty much a one-man gang. And Braun is much better as a bad guy. Yep. Make him go bad. It was cool to see him back on the roster, but him being goody-goody, Ricochet's teammates, when he was tormenting Roman Reigns to death, putting him on a stretcher, and then throwing him off the thing, like in the parking lot or whatever and stuff like that back in the day. Like he's just better. He's just better as a bad guy. So him being this scary monster that Cody has to deal with would be real fun, and it'd be a big splash for him to come back. The other one I enjoy his work, but he's kind of in a weird spot now. He's kind of just stuck, as entertaining as it is. And there's a built-in story. We know they have a friendship. We know how he said in depth how important he was to his success outside WWE. But Kevin Owens, Kevin Owens and him have a history. It would be a great match. I love Kevin as a good guy, but it just feels like at this point maybe it's about time that he maybe turns, and him turning to get the world title, taking it'd be interesting. They have to set it up to make it make sense, but man, that would be a whole lot of fun. I'd like to see those